This aggressive gambit can mate until move 12 and can promote a pawn up to move 15. It is the Danish gambit. Pawn to e4. The most popular response, pawn to e5. We gambit a pawn on d4. They will most likely take. And we gambit another pawn on c3. They will most likely take. We develop our bishop and gambit another pawn. Why are we doing this? Because if they take, we take. This is what you will. These two bishops are like snipers. This bishop to e7, it's already game over because we take the pawn on g7 and this rook is trapped. They have to move and we just take the rook with the second most popular move, knight to f6, which has some of the most disgusting traps because when pawn to e5 happens, they have to move the knight. They cannot move it on g4. They cannot move it on h5. Move it on e4. We will sacrifice the bishop on f7. And what will happen is that if they take, we go queen to d5, check the king and fork the knight. They go back. We take the knight. We get so much advantage because they cannot castle to safety. The king is very exposed and we have the winning position. Most popular move, bishop to b4, there is that we cover with the knight on d2. Because when they go knight to f6, we go pawn to e5 and attack their knight. They think that we have been trapped. And that is wrong on its own. Because now, again, with the same concept, sacrificing the bishop is another option, f7, and if they take the bishop again, we will go and fork with the queen on b3. Now they can block pawn to d5, but en passant exists, so we still check them. Now, if they were to cover with the bishop, we will go take the bishop on b4, we'll take the knight on d2, but that is nothing compared to the move queen to f4, a check, still protecting the pawn. They have to move the king, and if they move the king, we will take the pawn on c7. Now it's here on c7. It was on e2, now it's here on c7. It uncannily forks two pieces. If they go queen to e8, escaping the threat, we will go e5. This queen on e5 will result into mate if they guard the mate with the queen on f7 and promote the pawn on c7 into a queen in 15 moves. Now if they take back, which they have to, because if they don't, they will be wrecked, and we will take that rook back with queen to b8. And what will happen is that they have to block with the queen at f8. And you just go, take that queen off the board. They have to take. We will take back the knight on d2. And we're +8 material advantage. And we will win that game on forward. We go for the third most popular move, pawn to d6, trying to free up the white bishop. Now we will go knight to f3. What most people do is pin our knight. We will go bishop takes f7. They have to take that bishop. We go for the ludicrous move, knight to e5. Why? Because if they take, we take a free queen. And now if they don't take, put it here, here, or here. We take the bishop and we play chess. This position right here leaves you to an advantage in which the opponent is still passive, and we're going to obliterate the king with the queen and the knight with this very open position. So king to e6. Mate is going there. d5 is a check to the king. They have to go king to f6, and we will just go queen to f7, and they have to go running again to g5. Pawn to h4, king to h6, stuck in a corner at the center of the board. Knight to g4 finishes it off with a knight mate over here. The king cannot go here, here, or here. Bishop to e6 is another line in this move, not pinning our own knight. And we will go and take that bishop on c6, and they have to take back. What we will do is queen to b3. It attacks a pawn on e6. And what will happen is that they go c8 to protect his own pawn on e6. And now we activate the knight on g5, which attacks the pawn more. If they go e5, this is just... they have to go here. We take this bishop, they have to go here, and it's just complete chaos because we can just trade this and they can take back. This is trapped. We just take the rook. They can go king to e7. They're still in danger because we take the pawn on e6, and if they take back with a queen on e6, well, we go with queen to b7, attack the rook on a8, and now what will happen is that they have to go knight to c6. We don't take the rook, because if we take the rook, we can go here, check, and this is very dangerous for us. Then we have to move her. So, in the process, we have to take with a knight, and we're winning by plus 2.3 points according to the computer. What will happen is that this rook will come here to protect this pawn. We will go activate the knight, and for somewhat reason, we will just go castle into this position. We have the winning position, which is very aggressive in this point. Well, folks, they have another move. Because queen to g5 is another move. We will explain it, and we will go knight to f3. They're attacking this pawn, so we'll just let them. Because if they take it anyways, we just go rook to g1 attacking the queen. They have to go queen to h3. This is very disgusting. Because now, again, you sacrifice the bishop on f7. And now, they can take the bishop. They will suffer the consequences of this work. They have to move the king. And if they don't take, it's still disgusting because first of all, we take the pawn on g7 and they can shake. But when we take back on g7, the rook is trapped. Knight to h6 might be the best move because when we take the rook, they take the bishop, right? No, bishop to f6 is a mate and a fork. If they don't go there, if they go here, we'll just take the rook. And if they go here, we go back. If they don't take the rook, and this is attacked twice, they might think they can just do this. But there is something wrong with that. Because the move, rook to g3, attacking the queen, and the rook on h8, it's a double attack. So they cannot do anything about this line. And it is so aggressive that I recommend you to play this opening. If they go passive play, knight to c6 is an exceptional move. And we will just go knight to f3. Developing more pieces. We got 3 pieces developed. And this queen is so open that it can destroy. So, bishop to b4 is a possibility. We cannot do this, and this, and this, and this. Because, of course, this fork doesn't work anymore because the bishop is protected on b4. What I recommend you guys do is that knight to c3 is the best move and they go knight to f6. Okay, that's fine. We will go castle. They will go castle. We will go knight to d5. And now suddenly, the tables turn again because we are the ones in pressure. This bishop is not pressuring anything. And we are the one in attack to the opponent and against it. And now they have to take. We take back. And they can go knight to e7 to escape from the pawn. Well, this is still staring at that pawn there, which can result into total obliteration. And queen to d4 is just going there. And now, f6 can block. But, you know, this freaking... that would have been fine if the pawn could have just not pushed and that could have been checked. But, folks, this is an option for us. And they have to move their king. We take the knight. And we win. If they go a knight to f5, looking very absurdly, this knight is loose. This bishop is loose. He's trying to protect the pawn, right, on g7. But except he cannot do that because of queen to g4. Queen to g4 eliminates all those options because pawn to d6, defending the knight, is still not an option because bishop to d3, attacking the knight, attacking the bishop, opening, and because of the bishop opening to d3, well, bishop to c5, we take the knight. Okay, guys, I think those are all the lines in this gambit. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope you like it. And if you did, please like and subscribe to motivate me to make more videos like this. Yeah, I guess see you again in the next video. Peace out.